This is the flattest page my AI has ever built. No grids, no borders, not one drop of red. 5 rooms of plain paragraphs, and this might be my favorite frame of the whole series. The checker that grades her plans came back with the same answer 5 times. Code can't check this one. The instrument did not break, it went blind because there was nothing left to measure. By the end of the video, you will know exactly which 2 sentences did this to her. I wrote both of them. Last round ended with a shot list. She planned 10 photos for a site that owns no camera. The fix seemed obvious. Before she plans, hand her a survey of the building site. What fonts exist, what colors exist, and the fact that there are no image files at all. Facts about what exists, never orders about what to choose. I also added one small rule. Each room's line in the plan must list everything the room contains. 2 new sentences. Remember both. They are the suspects. First run with new rules, kangaroos. And she built something no run had ever built. A contact form, name, email, message, and a red send button in exactly the right style. It looks perfect. But when you press send, nothing. Look at the address the form sends to, a single $sign. That is the placeholder every web tutorial types when there is no real server yet. It means send this right here to nowhere. Same drawer as her fake image paths, the internet stock filler copied at full confidence. It is a door painted on the wall. And here's the part that matters. The old failures were honest. Broken picture boxes you could see from across the room. This failure renders perfectly and does nothing. And the law that checks her pages printed its cleanest report ever. Nothing to enforce. The models were lawful this run, lawful and lying. Then the control run, zebras, same as always, and she went flat. Compare it to her zebra page from last round, the word count barely moved, but the structure vanished. Grids gone, borders gone, red gone. Her layout notes collapsed in one phrase, repeated. Left align, medium font. The survey worked, by the way. 0 pictures for the first time ever. The cure worked, and the patient stopped dancing. So now I have a question. 2 new sentences went into her head this round. Which one did this? So I did what you do with 2 suspects. I questioned them one at a time. 2 lab builds. Lab A keeps the survey and drops the rule. Lab B keeps the rule and drops the survey. Same frozen ask, same everything else. And before the results, a confession from the lab itself. On the first lab run, my microphone dropped 1 letter. I said zebras, the mic heard zebra, 1 missing S. And the gate that runs this rig only hands her a topic. So she got the word zebra, singular, next to 5 example pages. And 2 of those pages sell local software. So she made a call. Zebra is not an animal. Zebra is this company's next product. And she built the landing page. Local storage, no cloud, no third parties, a pricing table. That is the exact price, word for word, of the product in my example pages. She did not just learn how this website looks. She learned what this company sells. And she pitched me a new product that fits the catalog. There is not one animal fact on this page. My microphone founded a startup. Lab B, rule only, no survey. The pictures came back and worse. Real web addresses this time, pointed at a site that has no such photos. But that is not the story of Lab B. The story is the accordion. She built a fold-out question and answer section with real working code to open and close each panel. Then she set the entire section to hidden. The heading renders, the content exists in the file. No click on earth will ever show it. 3 zebra facts, sealed in a wall. The laws report, lawful again. The better she gets, the quieter her failures get. The broken picture shouted from across the room. This one says nothing at all. Lab A again. This time with the S intact. Survey on, rule off. The page came back rich. Grids, images, red. Wait, images? The survey was on, it says, word for word. No photos, no icons. So I opened her plan file, and there it is. Her layout note for the grid room says, grid with images. And then in brackets, in her own words, imagining monochrome illustrations. 3 words. And every one of them answers a clause of my rule. The band names photos and icons. She writes illustrations, not a photo officer. Different item entirely. The site's colors are ink and grays. She writes monochrome, meaning her pictures would be drawn in paints the site already owns. And the survey states a fact: no image files exist. So she writes imagining. She's not claiming the files are there. She's planning what would go there if they were. The survey told her what exists. It never said what she may wish for. And a fact cannot outlaw a wish. She found that gap and she parked the whole grid in it. Now, honest caution, I cannot tell you she reasoned like a lawyer, but a model that ignored the ban would not annotate its plan. Every word in that bracket is the ban, processed and argued back. My AI did not break my rule, she lawyered it. Same chapter, she also invented a paint color the site does not own, a pale mint, and rounded corners on the site that has never rounded a corner. When the plan needs what the site lacks, she does not order it anymore, she makes it. And yes, one room is 3 blocks that all say fun facts, and fun facts. Alternating blocks are hard when you're 7 billion parameters tall. 4 runs, 4 combinations, both rules on, flat. Survey alone, rich. Rule alone, the richest zebra page she has ever built. Neither sentence broke her on its own. It took both. Here's the mechanism. The survey made rich rooms expensive because their materials are banned. The rule demanded that every room lists its contents, and a list of banned materials is a confession. So the cheapest legal plan was paragraphs, 2 reasonable sentences, and together they taught her that ambition was against the rules. So the sentences came down, the rule is dropped. It never did its actual job anyway. And the survey got rewritten as a plain inventory, 3 lines, font on hand, colors on hand, image files on hand, none. And while rewriting it, I got caught twice by my own test. My first draft said the pantry holds no pictures. A pantry, a word from my editing room, not from her rolled. A small model should not have to decode my metaphors to find a fact. My second draft said none have ever been used. Sounds like a fact. It is a history lesson wearing a fact's clothes, and history reads as an order. Nobody does this here means do not do this. The test is simple. A survey states what exists. The moment it remembers the past or imagines the future, it has started giving orders. Final room, the calibrated surveys alone, frozen ask, zeros with the S, and she cooked. 2 grids, real borders, and for the first time ever, 4 cleaning heading sizes, 48, 36, 24, 18. An actual type system, top to bottom. She moved the example site's big red band from the bottom of the page to the top and used it as a hero. That is not copying, that is rearranging what she knows. And the FAQs. Hours after she sealed an accordion inside a wall, she built the same idea again, with the browser's own built-in fold-out element. No script, no hidden traps. Click a question, it opens. The painted door became a real one. Still, 4 picture slots, because to her, a gallery is just pictures. Facts beat decoration. Facts lose to definitions. That line is staying on the wall. So what does a small model do with a fact? She obeys it. Where the fact fights decoration, she argues with it. Where the fact fights a definition, and if you hand her 2 fair rules that only conflict when combined, she will find the one legal move left and take it, even if that move is a page with nothing in it. The rules are now 3 lines of plain inventory. The plans are rich again, the button is still imaginary. See you in round 9, where she reads her own report card.